That is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging, always rearranging. That is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging. Constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging, always rearranging. That is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging, always rearranging.
Exhaust has come from. Maybe I'm a little bit tilted. It's not necessarily Reset's play. It's just, why do you need it? You can use it right here. You can use it right here. No, okay. That's it. No use of the exhaust coming through from Reset. Isn't able to stay alive. I don't know how much it would have really helped. Are we gonna try and answer this? What's gonna be the play from NWT? I think they need to do something right now. Sunny with that recall indicates that they're gonna try and play for this top side. There's the engage from a re-ray. Crim's over the top. Bye-bye, Ollie. There's no way you're making it out of that one alive. There's the smite and the ignite tick down. But you just don't have the items that Kiana does online. This must be well played from Reset to try and keep this one working. You just walk too close to the wall. You've got that flash available. You have to respect it. There's no way to do it. You're stunned up and taken down. Reset. Victor probably could also do that, but you know what? You take your assignments where you get them. They do find this pick on the Slowbro, who's able to make this one a 1v1 against who, though? Swifty is going to be the target right now. Does Swifty lose this? Flashing out of his own Cataclysm in the Death Realm, and Slowbro walks away with a kill. There's no smite online now, and now they've been waiting at this.
There's an ornament coming through onto Sunny's crown. It would maybe be better if it was Luden's Tempest, but Sunny now getting caught out, potentially.
Oh, there's the engage from Crims. It's going on in the double Nexus turrets. They've both been shut down. There's the first pick on a reset. That's your priority target. And I don't think target selection is too much of a concern right now. Crims is going to try and get out of there right now. And there's only Sunny alive. Valiance, he caught the death throw. That is a double kill picked up for Seaborg. Ace is picked up.
Good evening, FOF, and welcome to probably the most hype match of the week. We've got YUBI taking on RLS, the long-time standing orgs. I am your host, Rap Terror, along with the ever-awesome Anti. How you doing, Anti?
I am doing quite fine. You know, honestly, seeing YUBI versus RLS always going to be a treat. I'm not sure if I was able to catch it live the last time, but this time, you know, I'm here, I'm casting it, and I'm so happy to be here. And YUBI already going to be starting things off, taking two of Kieri's signature picks right off the table.
Yeah, you want to get those out of Kieri's hands. That's definitely something you don't want them to have. You don't want to see a Darius and a Mordekaiser. All three of them are gone.
Red does not want to play into any of her champs today.
Yeah, well, after how Red's game went yesterday, I can understand that. I can completely understand not wanting Kieri just to beat up on him, but we'll have to see what she drafts as we get through the last ban here from RLS. What do you think they're gonna look to ban out here on you against YUBI?
I mean, honestly, you know, they've already taken away, yeah, Shen and Annie are two that you absolutely have to look into. That is a fast lock-in on the Lucian. That is.
Lucian, you know, it's surprising. I don't think of him as like top priority right now in the meta for AD carries, unless, that, you know, maybe top lane.
Almost certainly a solo lane Lucian.
Ooh, the question then is, who do you think is running it, Civillock or Red?
I'm going to guess Red. Right, you know, like if you take Darius off the table, if you take Tryndamere off the table, right, the question then sort of becomes, all right, well, what does Kieri have in order to deal with these ranged matchups, right? And YUBI is begging that question, and we're going to see how RLS answers. But, you know, RLS also going to sit back and be like, you know what if it's not a solo lane Lucian? We can always pick the Thresh here. We can always take the Zac, two of our strong comfort picks. And we've got the Yuumi Rengar. Okay, we gotten this far into the season. We got to have a Yuumi pick from YUBI the moment that playoffs are locked in.
Yeah, it's the double Catboy meta right now from YUBI. Rengar and Yuumi coming out. Oh, very exciting to see. You know, in previous seasons when they've done this, you know, Brian was an absolute monster, destroying people on that Yuumi, and I mean that's why they never picked it. It was too easy. But we'll have to see how Bill does on it. We haven't seen him play this champion yet, so that could be an interesting, situation. But even more so, you know, War Leader taking away Utility Monster Zac, Utility Monster being probably the best Zac player in the league. The Rengar as the follow back for them, I'm interested. We did see some big buffs for him in this last patch.
That's true. With the Rengar changes, that definitely makes Rengar very scary. I believe that he now gets a stack from a jump no matter where it is in the combo. And RLS, they're calling it out. They're saying, hey, so we saw the Lucian, right? And Lucian is a very safe laner that you usually do pick with the Yuumi. Sometimes you see the Lucian, sometimes you see the Ezreal. So we're going to double ban top. We're going to be able to take away the Malphite. We're going to take away the Mundo. And they're calling it out. You know, they're saying, hey, we think that Lucian's going to be in bot lane. So we're just going to continue to ban away the top lane stuff. And Rengar, honestly, there's a small part of me that thinks, what if it's Rengar top?
Well, that would be a really tricky play right there. I'm not sure how he does in top lane with his changes. I think he does really well.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think so. And you are right. It is from any camouflage within like 0.35 seconds of entering camouflage. So you can just keep walking in and out of bushes like that and just jumping out. So that could be it. I have seen that strategy work before. So that could be interesting to see. The Victor coming out for RLS. So we have their mid at the jungle. So it is the top counter pick after all these top laners are gone.
Okay, I mean, like, honestly, I really like the idea of saving the top counter pick here, right? You know, we have the Jinx for Escape, one of his signature picks. We have the Victor, and it is absolutely going to be that Lucian top. I'm pretty sure I called it out, on frame 1. And right now is a question, you got so many top laners taken off the table. What does Kieri have as the answer? I mean, my first thought goes into the Urgot, which, they are going to be taking up here. But, Urgot, while a very strong Kieri pick, maybe not the strongest pick into Lucian top, but this is what they are going to be going with. And we're going to have to see just how she fares on the Rift. This is such a rough matchup to play in.
Yeah, and I actually think, it's a little bit rougher for YUBI because their comp very much needs to start snowballing. If RLS starts getting ahead, the Urgot gets tanky, the Zac gets tanky quick enough, it's going to be really difficult for their team to get through it. This isn't like, a Jinx or an Ophelia, someone that can like rapidly shred through a tank. It's a Lucian and a Misfortune. They are a little bit slower at that. And with the CC that you've got, on Thresh, on Zac, on Urgot, even MF's ult's not going to be much of use in that situation. So I'm wondering, Anti, what do you expect to see in the early game from these teams?
Honestly, so RLS, I'm pretty sure is going to have a very standard start. I don't expect to see too much crazy stuff going on. I'm thinking that we're just going to see, Escape is just going to be looking to farm up. Tephra's probably going to roam because, we've been seeing a lot of roams from them lately to that mid lane in order to get Pengu's soul accelerated. And against Yuumi, I mean, what exactly is Misfortune Yuumi going to do in order to pressure Jinx as far as kill pressure goes? But I think we're going to see standard stuff from RLS at the beginning. Yuumi, on the other hand, I would not be surprised to see some cheese.
That is the name of the game with YUBI, and it is going to be the new Battle Bunny skin for Misfortune. I don't know if you've watched this in game. Its animations feel kind of wonky. The walkie animations are all hippity hoppity.
Ooh.
Oh,
all right.
She's in the top lane.
So I know that I was saying that we're going to probably see a very, standard start from RLS here, but with Tef in that top lane, honestly, Escape shouldn't be losing too much in the 1v2, right? It's Yuumi, right? It's Yuumi with heal ignite. They don't have the exhaust. They don't have the added kill pressure. There's like no chance for Escape to really be dying to these early trades. So it's a real question of what exactly YUBI is going to be doing with this.
Yeah, will Red be able to sniff this out, or is he going to die? He is going to go the long way around. So they are going to have to wait a little bit longer on this, but if he walks too far forward, yeah, I think it's a really good play right here. Red walking forward, still doesn't see Tef. He's going far forward. Tef is here. The dash already comes through. There is the flail. The dash does not connect, and Red does get out alive. Doesn't burn a single summoner spell. Doesn't even burn a pot for that one.
And, Warlier are going to be getting low on the initial clear, but, Zac has a very unhealthy yet very fast clear on the first clear as long as you're doing it properly. So an Escape not going to be losing out on too much farm, actually relatively even in farm with the enemy bot lane anyway. And Pengu Soul, as always, this Victor is a menace. Like, you cannot be giving this over for free.
I'm actually wondering, interestingly, about talking about Yubi's bot lane. We talked about there being a Yuumi and seeing how Bill does on it, but Jeff got on the Misfortune. I'm wondering if we'll see him do this build I've seen recently in solo queue. Misfortune is doing where for their mythic they rush Leandries, and you get to Leandries. You max E and you just press E in lane and your opponent just doesn't get to lane. Like the damage is so much, the burn is so severe, like you just literally cannot lane against it. So I wonder if we'll see them go that route or if we'll see a more traditional Misfortune build. I have seen a lot of analysts talking about how Misfortune has a lot of versatility. Veigar too, specifically talking about how Misfortune can build many mythics, just depends on the situation here.
Yes, our Lord and Savior Veigar too.
Yeah, Veigar too about that. So I'm wondering what build we will see out of Misfortune, because that really will determine what style they're going to play with that.
Yeah, I mean, while the Misfortune has a lot of options available, the very standard Lolalytics approved build, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the Manamune into the Eclipse. We already see the tier being picked up from Jeff God Gamer here, as Escape is going to continue to farm up pretty comfortably, going to be taking a lot of damage, but with 3 health pots should be fine. A flash burn from Pengu Soul in the mid lane. The
War Leader's coming in, thinking about it. Oh, he's going in. He goes on to Red. He does grab Red. He does get him with the minion. Going forward, the flash having to come out. Kiri missing that dash, but the flash for that, it's pretty much worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a miss per se, more that the flash was a complete necessity from Red, which, great choice there. I would take a flash for a life any day.
Yeah, I'd say so too. And now War Leader into the mid lane, trying to gank onto Civilok. Civilok also bringing the flash. He's doing some really good work getting these summoner spells out of the solo laners of YUBI.
Yeah, I mean, 2 flashes, 2 ganks, 2 flashes, and Kieri looking to get in here.
Oh, I don't know if she can take him right here. She's getting very low in that duel. Red, though, also pretty low here, but does have the level.
Does have the level, does not have the flash. Kieri, honestly, I think that you just try to cut your losses, take as much of the wave as you can right now, and back and TP. Red just looking to try to rack up as much damage as possible. Red knows Urgot, right? We've seen him play a lot of it. We've seen it in his solo queue, on stage, and Red has a pretty good understanding of when Kiri does have lethal. And, War Leader has been getting a lot facilitated for the lanes, but we see Utility Monster, just looking to farm, has that farm lead, and getting that first Drake with that early bot prio.
And the first dragon about to go down for YUBI right there. It is going to be the Infernal Drake, but here comes War Leader looking to get onto Utility Monster. Does land on top of him. The blast coming from the Jinx. The rocket going to go through, and they're going to give the kill over. First blood going over to Escape. RLS making something out of losing that first dragon.
Yeah, a first blood to Escape is great here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get a takedown for the Victor. Which, kind of doubly hurts when you see that Victor has the Dark Seal, but either way, definitely a good position to be putting Escape in.
Yeah, getting Jinx ahead early is always really good. When she gets those, if she can hit a break point really quick ahead of Jeff, they can get it and get engaged with the Thresh Hook. Like, it could be pretty easy to pick up a double kill. Remember, it is a Yumi. Take out her target and you just have basically a free loot pinata. And Eerie going in, fighting Red getting very low, but he's gonna take her down. Takes the ult off of her too. A good just aggression there from Red.
Yeah, great aggression coming out from Red. Kieri, went for a very, very, strong-headed play. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. I honestly think that was actually just like 2 autos away from being a kill because of just how much damage Urgot has once you do proc that press the attack.
Yeah, and the ultimate too was on, so just don't even know how to get him all the way down. Just get him low enough, pull him in, and grind him up in the meat grinder. But now 1-1, only 300 gold difference separates these two teams. Basically just a little bit of farm and the first blood. But it's a close game so far. Nothing crazy going on, I'd say, in this early game. It's not as chaotic as we thought YUBI would be playing at this point, but Tef looking for something here. Ooh. Is he gonna get a hook? No, he's not gonna. Utility Monster is in the area.
Tef, once again, they have had some great roams to the mid lane, always looking to accelerate Pengu Soul, but Red still doesn't have that flash up.
Oh, Red getting engaged with War Leader, missing the Q right there. Red is going to get out just fine, I think. He is now got him on his own. He's going to try to take him to see Kiri up there. He knows he can just kind of fight him. The flash force out of War Leader. He's thinking of going back in. Now it's a 2v1. War Leader is going to go into the blobs. The flash forward from Kiri to grab the hook from Tef coming in, and Tef's going to pick up the kill. That's a 4-man battle in the top lane. Good kill onto Red, but I'm not sure if it was worth it with how much they burned. Now Civilok is here. Ooh, very good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, while that is a lot being burned, you know, that's the Zac passive, that's the Thresh Flash, that's the Victor Ghost, the Victor ulti, like, yeah, you got the whole, like, you throw everything and the kitchen sink in, but you do get the Victor accelerated, utility monster going for a very strange dive here.
Oh, utility monster almost dying right there. The Yuumi saving his life. Very questionable play right there, but he does get out, so it is fine. That play we also did see on the top side, the flash get burned by Kiri, but you know, they did pick up the Herald. War Leader is gonna grab it, so he can take it wherever he needs to in the map, maybe take it mid, see the Victor get a little bit more of a lead with some turret plates under his belt. Even, you know, go bot side, get the Jinx a little bit ahead too if they can find a kill down here.
Yeah, I mean, one big thing, right, going into this is, well, there's actually two things. One, Tef and Red were both on BBZ last season, right? And both of them absolutely hate losing to one to the other, right? And so on top of that, you know, you do have Red's tilt factor, right? If Red does end up falling behind due to repeated ganks, it could be rough to keep that mental fortitude up. And in the meantime, Escape, more than happy to just continue to farm up. Now, Escape, when he first started playing in FOF, was asked to describe his own playstyle. And the words that came out of his mouth were, you know, basically, I'm like Ruler, but more boring. Right? Escape is very much a player who's happy to just sit in lane repeatedly and just farm up, right? You know, despite laning 1v2 this entire time, is actually up 3 CS.
Yeah, he's doing very good for himself up here. Speaking of, well, and up here, it's Utility Monster coming up, trying to grab onto Kiri. Does get the slowdown. They are going forward right there. Gonna try to grab the ult coming through from the Lucian, and Red's gonna pick up a kill. Utility Monster taking a little bit more damage from the turret, but does get out fine. A good gank right there. You know, taking advantage of the lacking flash from the Urgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, for Kiri, right, this is such a tough matchup to find yourself in, right? You know, Urgot, despite, you know, how strong Urgot can be in the late... Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah, that was really aggressive there from YUBI. They do get the flash out of Escape, but they burn their own in the process, and the ult coming through to clear the wave. Oh, Escape getting really low. Don't know if he can get out of that. He is just barely going to make out. If he had taken that lantern, I think he actually would have died from the blast hitting him. But they're still looking for it. Jeff God still on the hunt. Civillock roaming down to the river. But I think he's going to get out fine. It was a weird play to start that out, but that went really well for YUBI.
It went relatively well for YUBI, but, you know, Escape's still going to be holding on to that heal. Utility Monster popping that ulti, looking for Pangu Soul.
He is. Pangu coming in. Utility Monster going forward. Ult coming out of Pangu. Gonna go for the lantern. Nope. War Leader, though, is going to come in after him. And Utility Monster's going to walk right on out of there. Burned a little bit, didn't get any summoner spells, but that is going to push them off for this dragon. We might see a fight breakout right here. Tef coming in, War Leader as well. The dragon getting very low, very fast. War Leader going in, they're going to grab it. He is going to steal the dragon. War Leader bouncing around in the pit, trying to get out, does get out with the lantern. A good steal coming out of RLS. And now, Ocean Dragon Soul is going to be the name of this game.
Man, I mean, that was such an odd start for YUBI there on the dragon, where Civillock, they were so low in that mid lane. Pangu Soul did have the priority, and they're able to continue it. Oh, Kiri?
Kiri getting so low, just going to get taken down. Red with a solo kill up there, starting to get a little out of control in this top lane.
Yeah, I mean, we said it time and time again. Urgot into Lucian is a rough matchup to find yourself in, and Red is one of the players, you know, who has been playing that Urgot, knows exactly what the champion is capable of, and is going to continue to do all he can to punish the pick.
And meanwhile, on the bottom side, the plate's coming down there with a charge, getting Escape a bit more gold. But Utility Monster is here, looking for something. War Leader's going to jump on him. Utility Monster getting very low. These are very aggressive engages. The ult coming through, though, it's not going to be enough. Down goes Utility Monster. They're going to pick up Escape on the back. There was Civillock, the flash out of War Leader, trying to go. He's trying to jump away, is going to get out. Pangu still rotating down with Tef. 1-for-1 trade in the bot lane. One play remaining on that turret down there.
Yeah, I mean, one plate. Yeah, it is one plate. I thought it was two for just a sec. But either way, one thing that I do want to know.
Oh, Civillock?
Oh, hold on.
Civillock? Well, he's just walking forward, gets out, fine, gets the ult burned out of Pengusilver. It looked like he was a little confused right there, just kind of autopath him.
Yeah, I mean, Civillock, they are nearing the completion of their Everfrost. I'm quite certain that is going to be an Everfrost on the Azir. But, you know, when you don't have that finish just yet, you are not allowed to really be walking up like that. Right? As, you know, Kieri just looking to pick up as much farm as she can right now, trying to staunch the bleeding, as Red is walking up right next to War Leader.
Yeah, War Leader pops right in, gets the jump. They're going to both knock him down. The ult coming through. It's gone to the meat grinder. Kieri gets a kill for herself as Red gets over-aggressive in the top lane.
Oh, baby, this is what we call the investment banking strategy. You give someone a lot of kills, you get the shutdown, you get right back into the game, and Kieri, you know, despite that rough early game, is always going to be such a strong team fighting presence.
Yeah, you know, the Urgot is a very strong in a team fight if it gets built up, it gets fed. Inversely, though, of that delayed investment, you know, it's the other strategy of the false hope. You give them that false hope with the one kill, and boom, look it, now their gold values reset. So you can just keep killing them for even more gold again when you go back there. I don't think that was what Red's intention was, but, you know, it is in that situation if he finds another 1v1. War Leader, though, doing really good work in this game, you know, rotating around the map, being where he needs to be all the time. He's 100% kill participation right now on the map, doing absolutely fantastic work.
Yeah, I mean, War Leader's absolutely smurfing at this game. He's very quietly been able to slowly build up a huge amount of map pressure. As, you know, Jeff God Gamer going to be taken a little bit low here, but, you know, when you got a Yuumi to top you off at all time.
Yeah. Oh, utility monster going in, trying to get onto Pegasus, so has to flash out when War Leader shows up. Rocket coming in, the ult still on top of Civillock. Civillock having to run away, the Q coming through, trying to get out of there. Is he going to make it out? Is the laser going to get him? War Leader going in, he's going to pick him up. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Jeff God picks up a kill. On the top side, too, Red's looking for 1-2, takes the turret. Is he going to get Kieri? Is Kieri going to be able to get away? She's going to be able to run. She's on the hunt. Well, Red's on the hunt, trying to chase her down. Kieri trying to get away. Hopefully get to the turret. The turret damage is going to finish her off, though. And Red's going to pick up a kill. 2 for 1 across the map for YUBI. It's just this fights all over the place breaking out here.
Yeah, but, you know, War Leader coming down into the spot lane, just shadowing Escape, allowing Escape to continue to rack up that gold. You know, Tef might have died, but we're getting as much gold as possible on the Jinx here. So, RLS, if you're RLS, you're honestly not too overly concerned about how this game's going so far.
Yeah, I mean, RLS's gold is spread out a lot, whereas YUBI, it's all almost on Red. Red has almost the entire, like, gold advantage right now, and is Illusion going to really be able to deal with a Jinx and a big Zac later in these fights? That's going to be the issue here. They've got to get this gold spread out, I think, a little bit more to the rest of the team. And, you know, getting this Herald, that's going to be a good start to that. Taking down this mid turret, counter to what just happened for RLS. And now the Dragon started up again, but War Leader is in the area. Can he get another steal?
Yeah, I mean, this is the War Leader Zac on deck.
Going in, jumping in to look for something right here. The ult coming through. The smite has to come early.
God.
He takes it yet again with another steal. Picks up the cat, too, for a kill. War Leader just going off this game.
Oh my lord, 6th best jungler in the league. More like this jungle is all War Leaders. Like, if this is what you call the 6th best jungler in the league, everywhere above this better be like challenger level. Dear God, War Leader is absolutely a monster right now.
Yeah, it's the pool party skin, man. Gives you the buff in the river to just take everything. And oh, the ult coming in, going right onto Tef. Get the double ult onto him. He is going to go down, but Civillock, he's trying to get away. They aren't able to get out there. Bill's going to have to jump onto Jeff. They're trying to get out. 3 people chasing them down. Make that 4. They pick up a 1-for-1 trade there. Now Pengu trying to chase onto Jeff. Jeff getting a little bit low, but the cat is here to help out. The rest of the squad shows up. Utility monster popping the ult, looking for something right here. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know if he's gonna actually go forward on this. Escape is low. Could be an option. I was going to take the Raptors, and Red burns the ult, pushes them all back. We do a little dance in the mid lane. I want to talk about something. We're talking about how great War Leader has been this game. On the other side, Utility Monster having an absolutely rough game on the Rengar, making very questionable plays and just seeming very uncomfortable on this champion. Oh, the fight breaking out here. War Leader getting low, getting ult in. Red trying to get out, does manage to flash out. They do knock him into the blobs. Red getting healed up by Bill. Gonna try to pick up something here. They do get the shutdown on him. Kiri getting low, does take down the Lucian. He's gonna get out just fine. Another 1-for-1 trade. Jeff also taking a lot from Pengu there and trades it back. Lots of damage here. Civillock is here. Utility Monster is here. Neither of them has ults, but Civillox is almost up. Will they be able to find anything right here? There's a lot of low members on RLS. They've got to be careful. Civillock maybe looking for escape right here. The ult is back up. Yes, it is back up right now.
And either way, Tef and Escape's just gonna go into the jungle here, gonna make sure that Utility Monster cannot get out.
Utility Monster gets hooked, getting chased down by Tef and Escape. He's gonna have to run away, gets the heal down, gonna run away, but Escape does pick it up with the last rocket there. Utility Monster just getting picked on, can't even farm in the jungle right now.
Yeah, you can't farm in your own jungle, can't farm in the enemy jungle. Where can you farm if you're a Utility Monster right now? Like, sure, you've been a part of every single objective kill, which, to some extent is a jungler's job, but when you're giving over 4 kills and you're the Rengar, like, your job is to be getting onto that backline, is to be racking up that damage, so that way the Zac can't just jump into your own. That's actually genuinely concerning. I do want to give, a little friendly reminder that Tephra does go by they them pronouns.
Oh, okay. My apologies there. So Tef doing very good work. They've been doing very good work this game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love these roams.
Yeah, these are great roams. Fantastic plays being made between that and Utility Monster. It's just a fantastic little setup going on right here with this team. RLS making plays across the map. It's what we like to see. We've had some moments with the subs where RLS was looking a little bit questionable, but now, Utility Monster going in onto Tef. Tef does get the hook. They are going to swat him with the blast from Escape, the little zap, and going to just walk out just fine. Kiri taking a lot of damage from Civillock, though. Might be on the hunt now. Just going to walk out. It's going to go back to the farming pattern here as we stand at 21 minutes. Less than 1,000 gold separates these two teams. YUBI still with the lead, despite just getting behind in a couple places here. They're still managing a lot of farm, especially Red. He's 50 CS up right now on Kiri.
Yeah, I mean, Kiri, unfortunately, right? This is a very rough position to find yourself in. You're in Urgot. You're not level 13 yet. You haven't hit that big power spike. Actually, no, it's level 9, which is the big power spike. So, but at the same moment, right, your biggest strength is the team fights, but when your teammates haven't quite hit those big, item breakpoints, like you're still looking for that Victor Shadow Flame, you're still looking for Jinx to hit her 3rd item. I'm guessing Escape is going to be opting for the Bloodthirster here before looking to really fight, because, if you're not going to be getting a defensive item, this Rengar could blow you up, but he's gonna get blown up on his own.
War Leader's gonna get taken down right away. So is Jeffka, gotta run away. Bill the Pony following right down. 3-for-0 right now for RLS. The flash of the Pengu. Still Civillock looking right here on the side for Escape. Escape doing a lot of damage. Gotta be careful. Red is here looking to maybe find some sort of pick here, but 3 kills for RLS. It's gonna be the Ocean Dragon. That's gonna push them to Soul Point. What a great engage from War Leader right there. And what a beautiful hook from Tef. They did they caught him out so well.
Yeah, I mean, we are 22.5 minutes in, and Utility Monster on the first strike Rengar has not netted enough gold to finish that 2nd item yet. And Civillock going to be picking up that blue buff as RLS is picking up this 2nd mid inner.
And we talked about YUBI needs to get ahead in this early game. They need to be able to get something.
Oh my
our
God.
leader going back in onto Jeff, looking for another one. Does swat him right back. Jeff is going to get taken out. Bill getting low again, also going to get blown up. It's just a repeat of the river. All three go down, and RLS is just dominating this game. They're heading straight for the Baron after that.
Yeah, they're going to be heading straight over to Baron. This might be a little bit spooky of a take because Escape doesn't have any lifesteal, right? But YUBI are not going to be opting to contest just yet. You know, Escape standing in the pit, going to be safe as possible. And Red looking for a culling.
Yeah, is getting the culling out there. Not much damage on anybody. Civillock, though, on the side, getting picked off by Pengu. Has to go over the wall. Red trying to get away. Tef does get the hook and the flay. Red getting out. War Leader jumping in. The wall does nothing. The stand does nothing. And two more go down. RLS, they're off the Baron, but they do pick up the extended ace in that.
You know, beautiful stuff from RLS. To be able to not only pick up that kill, pick up those, you know, picks there, right? But also great presence of mind to say, hey, we got this. We don't have to continue for Baron, right? And I love this. This is some very clean play coming out from RLS. They're only 3k gold up, and they're making sure that they're not going to be squandering the lead that they've got right now. And if you love this kind of clean play, you know, tune in to Mythic League in... you know, on Thursday and Friday, right? We are going to be having some very high elo plays. We're going to be having, hopefully, some play at least as clean as this. Either way, going to be a hell of a lot of fun as we see RLS continue their dominance in this game.
Yeah, very excited to see Mythic coming back. The high-level play is always such a, you know, pleasant time to watch. It's been a little bit, but like you're saying, RLS is starting to run away with this game a little bit. 3,000 gold up right now, 25 minutes in, 2.5 minutes until they can go for Ocean Soul. YUBI, this, you know, if YUBI loses, this might be their first O2 I've seen in a long time, at least. I can't remember the last time they've had an O2 weekend or week.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, you know, I have a little bit of insider information. I do know Utility Monster was saying, you know, we're going to be trying out some experimental stuff, and if it works, then we're gods, and if it doesn't work, then, you know, we might be feeding a little bit into the, well, is YUBI washed narrative storyline. But either way, you know, despite this being a lot of, you know, experimental picks, YUBI's still definitely a team that's not to be trifled with, right? 8-17, and YUBI still keeps it within 3k gold.
Yeah, even when they're down, YUBI always manages to find a way to keep the game competitive. And you know what is nice to see? They've already locked playoffs. At this point, it's just going for positioning. YUBI experimenting, you know, it's nice to see. It's nice to see teams not just get comfortable, not just play to the one style and actually branch out a bit. Cloud9. But it is good that we're watching our top teams continue to be strong here. And Civillock hitting out right there. War Leader looking for an engage. Tef does get the hook, but it's going to walk out. War Leader taking a bit of damage right there, but it's so tanky. I don't know if Jeff can even scratch him. Did end up going for the Leandries build, though, I would like to point out.
Well, I mean, you know, you mentioned it earlier. I love that we're able to see it here. Beautiful ult coming out from Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff gets the beautiful ult there. War Leader going in, misses it there. The rocket from Jinx goes wide. Red getting very low. It's just a very extendedly weird fight. Utility Monster just gets blown up in the backline right there. Civillock trying to get some damage out. The wall comes through. Emperor's Divide picks up one. And they're gonna go down right there though. Red looking for a pick right here. Might get one. Does take out Escape. Is gonna give up with their life. Bill trying to do something right here is gonna fall as well. Jeff God. Quadra kill. Is Pengu gonna be able to pick the Penta? Looking for it. Is gonna get it. A Penta kill for Pengu Soul.
Oh my lord. You know, Pengu gonna be able to pick up that pentakill on the Victor. This is the second pentakill. For Victor specifically, for RLS, I know Kaori managed to nab one during the qualifiers. Pengu going to be able to get it in the regular season. And just like that, a fight that was looking all YUBI for just a short moment immediately turns around as they are going to pick up 5 kills onto this Victor, the Ocean Soul, And objective bounties are coming up because even Riot is deciding that Yubi's in a really tough spot now.
Yeah, YUBI is just going to find themselves in such a dire situation. You thought it was bad before for the Vanguard. Now try to assassinate someone who just heals when you hit them. Ocean Soul picked up 4,000 gold in the pockets of RLS. This game is starting to look into a pretty, dangerous spot. YUBI, they're on the back foot here. If this keeps going at this pace, they are going to lose this game. If you're YUBI though, how do you get back into this? How do you get back into this match? That still was a close fight despite everything. In the end, they were very low on RLS.
Yeah, I mean, they were very low, and what YUBI does have is they have a lot of standing gold, right? 3 towers have been taken. There is still this outer bot tower, which Red is looking to be taking very, very soon, and going to be picking up that objective bounty, putting even more gold onto this incredibly fed Lucian. But, RLS, one thing that I will say that YUBI also do have, there are only 2 Bone Tooth stacks. 2 stacks on the Bone Tooth necklace.
War Leader going in onto Civlock. The ult coming through from the Jinx and from the Zac. Civlock is going to get out though. Jeff though not going to go. Going to get taken down. Bill trying to run away. Does manage to grab on something. But gets pulled out of the coupling. And still going to get out just fine. War Leader tanking up those shots. Doesn't even feel them. Another kill going over to the side. YUBI Red picking up Kiri on the side right there. 1-for-1 trade in the extended fight. Let's see what happened right there with Red and Kiri. Ooh, just chasing him down the river.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a standard Lucian, chase down. Unfortunately, she can't quite get away, right? Especially when the Scuttle Crab is right there. She's sitting at a 4, 6, and 6, which honestly, relatively respectable for how poorly the early game did go for her. But very interesting choice here. RLS see that, hey, you know what? We got the pick on Jeff God Gamer. We forced them back. Kiari might have died, but she will have TP on respawn. So we're just going to go straight for Baron. We know Red doesn't have the culling. And, beautiful hook from Tap.
Beautiful hook onto Red. Red trying to run away, getting very low. The Emperor's Divide comes through, but it's not enough. Pengu picks up Red on the side. Utility Monster looking to maybe get into this play. Goes into the bush. Pengu chasing him down, taking a lot of damage. War Leader's going to go and picks up the kill right there. Civlock and Bill trying to get something done on the side, but they're taking a lot of rockets. The ult comes through. Escape picks up a kill. Pengu getting really low is not going to burn down. Does actually end up burning down. Jeff picks up a kill. Don't know if they can continue to contest this, though. It's 2v1. It's a Yuumi and a Misfortune versus 4. Big fight win there for RLS. They're going to get this Baron. YUBI's just going to give it up right there, and RLS finding it. Tef finding such good picks this game. My God, they're just on fire. Literally, look at the head.
Dear Lord, Tef honestly is doing phenomenal. War Leader, we have to give a bit of a shout out to how instrumental he was to the early game. But Tef, honestly, is the unsung hero of RLS a lot of the time. We see a lot of incredible roams to that mid lane from Tef in order to get Pengu Soul accelerated. And unfortunately, Pengu Soul, immediately after picking up the curse book, going to be taken down by that curse, by that, Leandri's torment, tormenting his KDA a bit here. But, until you drop that second death, you're actually still at a pretty high KDA.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
still 18-0, no?
yeah, technically it's still 18-0. Wait, is that? Yeah, it is 18-0.
Yeah,
it is 18-0. Yeah, 919. You're right. 18-0. Look, I was looking at the wrong numbers right there. I was looking at War Leaders 22 overall right now.
Geez.
Yeah, this is just insane KDAs for RLS, and YUBI's comp is. It's looking a little grim here. The team, I think a lot of it. Oh, and Utility Monster, he going in onto Kiri, getting not really any damage out. Oh my God, Utility Monster's getting nuked right there. Getting ulted, gets the flash down. Utility Monster goes down. Civlock on the hunt. Are they gonna be able to pick up Kiri here? She is running away. I'm gonna get out fine. Utility Monster trying to make something happen, but just can't. This Rengar is just so far behind. It's just basic. It's basically a Yuumi. At this point, Yumi's doing more damage, I think, than the Rengar is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's Kiri, our weak side top lane queen, going to continue to draw so much pressure, and this time, you know, it doesn't matter how many times she died before, going to be able to grab utility monster and get out with her life after drawing that much pressure as RLS pushes 4 strong into the bot lane as the Baron is doing so much work here, but so is the Leandries from Jeff God Gamer.
Yeah, the Leandra is doing so much work, especially, you know, with the Soreljas, with the Manamune. It's just burning through them if anyone falls into it. They've still got a lot of healing, so it is keeping them topped off. The Ocean Soul kind of helping alleviate some of that pressure, but, you know, Ocean Soul doesn't affect minions, and they're just kind of falling down. This turret is getting low, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it right here. They are going to rotate up to the mid lane. That turret's getting low, too. It is a 1-4 right now, or I guess a 1 and 3.5.
Yeah,
War
I
leader
mean,
kind of seeing between.
a bit of a shout out to what Civillock did say yesterday, though, where honestly, when you get to this point, you just start looking for a fight. You could try to just give up the structures, but if you're on the side of YUBI, you have to look for a fight here. You're down so much gold that the more structures you concede, the more you're just lying down and letting it happen.
Yeah, now they're just letting this Elder happen. Elder Dragon right here coming for RLS. YUBI got to make a stand here. Utility Monster has ulted, but is spotted out by Tef. Trying to maybe see if he can get a steal. Can he make up for everything that's happened this game? Can he make the play that they need? Goes in a little early. Isn't going to be able to... He does! He steals the Elder Drake. They're getting them low. YUBI manages to grab one. They pick up 1 kill on the side. They're onto Tef, but is it going to be enough? Red trying to find something right here. Isn't going to be able to grab it. War Leader getting low. Is going to go down into the blobs. Is going to die. Bill getting low. 2 getting hunted down. Is going to die too. That's an ace for RLS. They give up the Elder, but they give up Tef, but they're going to take this game.
War Leader, oh my lord, straight into the backline. Utility Monster came up huge for YUBI there, finally showing up, getting that first steal onto War Leader. The first time War Leader does not win the 50-50 is through a bullet time, through the Jinx damage, through the Rengar ulti. But it doesn't matter if you don't get the objective if the Nexus falls down. And RLS going to be taking down YUBI and locking playoffs.
Yeah, RLS, welcome to the postseason. Taking the win over YUBI and moving up to a 50% win rate.
Oh my lord, 50% win rate, truly winning all the 50-50s as War Leader, so instrumental with the steals. You know, Kieri taking so much pressure in that top lane and still going to be able to come out with a positive KDA. You know, Escape, as always, going to be firing up incredibly strongly, and Tev accelerating Pangu Soul's Victor is so instrumental, and this team played that so cleanly. You know, you give up a little bit at the very end, but it doesn't matter what you sacrifice as long as you do get that dub. And RLS looking so strong. I am so excited to see how they perform in the playoffs. I mean, if you looked into the FOF press release, right, you might not have expected this from RLS, but you know, we did have a few players say, hey, you know what? We saw a lot of great stuff from RLS when they had their full roster. You know, if they don't have their subs, they are here to play, and by God, they are.
Yeah, you guys started asking, like, where does RLS really stand in the rankings? Are they a mid-pack team? Are they a top team? Like, are they in the title contention right now? But, you know, YUBI, good attempt, you know, still keeping it close, at least for a little bit there, despite being down so much. Not sure if this is a comp that they want to drag back out again, but we'll see how the rest of the season shakes up. Don't go anywhere, though. We'll be right back with an interview with the winning team.
sun, a little bit of light, trying to find my heart. Funny when I break out a lifestyle dark. Honey when I write, get a tight flow spark. What a psycho chart, playing dice, go start. Oh, who are you? Better know yourself. Know your soul, gotta know your wealth. Slow your roll, get a hold, don't melt. And don't you fall when I feel like hell. Well, who am I? Am I me? I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Writing, trying to get myself a lamb color cut for the game. Leave from hanging by a chain, click bang. Feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feel insane. And it's all we feel the flame. 45 from my brain, praying for it, please hell. No glory. So I'm flustered, taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Fighting, trying to get myself a lamb color custard.
Remember, I used to be that kid that every day would get rejected.
Hello everyone, Chris Edgeworth here with our third interview tonight, and I am joined by the victorious war leader of Rapidly Losing Sanity. How are you feeling after the win?
Oh man, what a load of fun that game was. I have had an absolute banger of a day. I wake up, I go get a fresh haircut, I get a sandwich from Jersey Mike's. I go to a job interview, I ace the job interview, I have a banger couple of casks, and then I beat YUBI. I can't do anything wrong. I'm on fire today.
Dude, it's just a dub after dub for you today. And
oh yeah,
you'll say
subs for dubs, baby.
Exactly, dude. You're paid by Steve right now. You know, getting those Jersey Mikes. Hashtag Jersey Mikes, by the way. So let's talk about our draft. You folks find yourself up against the famed, fearless feline composition from the side of Universal Basic Income with the Pajama Cat and the Book Cat. Then there was the Urgot in the matchup up on the top side against the Lucian, who was not super fun early, but at the end of the game, I have to imagine Kiri was typing in the chat, better top wins. After the abuse she had to suffer in the early game at the hands of Red. So, and then there's just a classic Jinx Thresh on the bot side. What were your folks' thoughts on the draft you put together and what you're up against?
Yeah, so, I mean, we developed a pretty deep strategy coming into this draft, and clearly they didn't, so I can break it down best I can, but truthfully, the machinations of Analytics are not for the faint of heart. Yeah, so, I mean, as far as we went, we were like, hey, every single team bans Utility Monster Zac. It's a really fucking good champion. So, what we're gonna do, I'm at least the second best Zac player in the league. Whether or not I'm better than him at Zac, up for debate, but that champion has a 100% win rate, and basically we're the only two people that play it. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to make them either blue 1 it, or we're just gonna take it. So, that's what we decided to do. We ban out one of the best Zac counters, and they either have to give us Zac, or blue 1 it, and we just get too much value out of the return for them prioritizing that pick. And then after that, they decided that they wanted to have fun this game. So they just picked Lucian top, they picked the kitties. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's really hard to talk about the draft deeper than that. We got everything we wanted because, well, they banned 5 top lane champs without banning, like, one of Kieri's top 2 champs, top 3 champs. So, like, I don't know. I Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there, huh?
Yep. I mean, it's just sometimes it's just high successful. Thank you. Have a nice day. And yeah, that's how it goes. Let's talk about how you played out in this game. So as you already highlighted, you had made the gambit, so to speak, to pick away the Zac and put yourself in this position. Zac being a much more utility-focused jungler comparatively to, on the other side, utility monster playing the Rengo. Knife Cat is, it's very resource demanding.
Well, it's not just resource demanding. It's a champion that requires lane setup to succeed, because innately in the kit, the ganking potential is not that great, especially pre-6. So to see a top lane that's only damage means it's hard for the Rengar to get close. A mid lane that doesn't really have CC until 6 makes it really hard to get the stuff done there. And the bot lane of Jinx and Thresh, just really hard to deal with. And unless you're lane ganking, not much is going to happen there. Yeah, my job is to basically just scale up. That's all I'm supposed to do. I'm just supposed to get my items, become unkillable. If I can start tanking Lucian ults, I can start tanking Misfortune ults. We are in a perfectly fine spot to win the game. But with Lucian and Misfortune options, they're like tank busting is really... it's not poor. You could do a lot worse than Lucian and Misfortune, but you could do so much better than those two as well. So yeah, all I'm supposed to do is scale up. And if I can stop the bleeding in top lane, it's a tough matchup, then great. And there's a couple of times where, we get Red's number, and we expend a lot of resources trying to set that Lucian behind, because frankly, looking at the rest of the composition, it's just not that scary. Especially so when Jeff God Gamer decides to build a Leandries, which it just didn't make sense to me. I mean, our team has a lot of sustain. Well, I have a lot of sustain on the Zac mainly. And so, yeah, throwing an E at a tank, fine, but I'm just gonna go, like, press W on a minion wave and heal the full. So I didn't I didn't really get that. My job was to just scale up throughout the game. I really think that they had to force a gambit to stop me early in my camps, and they really weren't able to. Just because the priority that we had and the fact that they have a Rengar instead of, say, like a Volibear. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. My job's just to get big, and I got big.
Yes, you did. You were, in fact, very, very large and very wide in that game. So a big showing for you on the Zac for sure. And let's talk about the greater playoff picture. This win does have some playoff implications, because I think this now, as you were saying in the break, locks you in at 5th place. And this does put you folks at a 50% win rate on the season so far. We do have 2 more games left to play. What are your thoughts on the trajectory heading into playoffs?
Well, I mean, coming off a win against YUBI has to feel nice, right? But honestly, they're just not that very good of a team. And so we have to look at, some of the good teams, like the ones we play next week. Like we play TDE, and I believe we also play we play Pandas.
Oh, you play
we play Pandas. We play TDE and Pandas. So actually good teams at League of Legends, unlike YUBI, who can't seem to get a lead in a game of League of Legends. So that's going to be a new challenge that we didn't have to face today. So yeah.
All right.
I'm really happy about locking 5th. I mean, I've always said that this team scales, and it was taking a long time. So, started to lose a little bit of faith, but hey, get off the boat. It was a little rocky, but now we're in full form and feeling really good about where we are right now.
Yeah, definitely, dude. All right. Well, this was awesome showing from you folks. Absolutely smothering you out. What is, maybe not in your estimation, but one of the top teams in the league. So this was a great showing for RLS. We look forward to seeing how you folks are able to round out the end of the season. War Leader, before we step away, your opportunity, any final thoughts, any shout-outs, any banter to leave with us on the desk?
Well, it's another dub for the Ruby League server, and another dub for the 6th best jungler in FOF.
Hell yeah, folks. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break, but we do have one more game of action tonight. So don't go too far. We'll be back very soon.